Let's talk about the real situation many students face every semester. Not everyone managed to secure a spot in the college hostel or dormitory, and when that happens, students are left with no choice but to rent outside, which often come a lot of challenges. First, the high cost of renting a house or apartment can be a huge financial burden, especially for students who rely on limited allowances. Second, there are security and safety concerns. Many off-campus areas are well not monitored, which make the student and their family worried about their well-being. And third, transportation problem. Living far from campus means extra expenses and long commutes, which can affect attendance and performance. These are real everyday struggles that students deal with, and that's exactly why we come up with our solution. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, my name is Norfatiliana binti Azuddin and I'm a student of Service Management under Faculty of Business and Management. In this presentation, I also be sharing a few images from my own diploma experience, which is related to three main challenges students usually face: safety, transportation, and the struggle to find rental housing. This real experience inspired me to come up with this project idea because I truly understand what to face like these challenges as a student. Next, we move to the next part, which is what is house cost burden. It is when someone spends a large portion of their income on housing, usually more than 30% of what they earn. This leaves less money for their important needs like food, transportation, health, and education. For students, this can be a big problem because most of them has limited income or allowances. When rent is too high, students have must to compromise on safety, travel longer distance, or cut back on another essential expenses. Understanding house cost burden help us to see why finding affordable and safe housing is so important for students. Next, we'll move on to the next part, which is in this part, I provide a statistic that catch my attention in the internet. As summary, when it's come to accommodation, students can expect to pay between 300 and 600 per month depending on the location, type of housing, facilities, and whether they share the space with others. Now, let's talk about something that will make student life much more easier and more exciting, which is finding the perfect place to live. Trust issue, money problems, and the complexity of the private rental market make this process more stressful. To solve this problem, I suggested Roomy for You, an application designed specifically for students. In this slide, it questions us why Roomy for You is matters. Many students face difficulty finding rental accommodation close to their university because there are not enough accessible information. Website, Facebook group, or housing agencies may not provide reliable or complete detail. This makes hard for students to find affordable housing. There's a lack of trust and transparency between student and landlord or agent, which can lead to scam, unfair pricing, and unsafe living conditions. In short, new students often feel lost, stressed, and unsure about where to stay. This is exactly why Roomy for You is so important. We come to the end of presentation. Now, I want you to do a little exercise. Close your eyes for a second and imagine you are a brand new student who excited to start university, but you didn't get a spot in the hostel. You need place to stay, but you don't know where to start. No reliable website, no trusted landlord, and definitely no clue how to find a roommate you actually get along with. Now, think about this. What kind of resources would you make this process more easier for you? And how could someone help you to find a safe, affordable, and convenient place to live? That exactly the problem Roomy for You solve. It's like having a smart, friendly guide in your pocket that show you all the options, verifies the listing, and even help you to find the perfect roommate. And here's something you can do right now. If you know students struggling with accommodation, share this idea with them. Even small action can make a big difference. I think that's all from me. Thank you.